Hey y'all, I'm Ashley and this is Ashley's Closet. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So before I get started on today's video, I just want to say that I am aware of everything going on with the coronavirus and that it's scary, and all I know to do is pray. And I just thought that filming this and uploading it might give someone out there watching a break from reality and what we are all really dealing with. So my prayer and hope is for anybody out there to stay healthy, and that hopefully before too much time passes that we can get onto the other side of this and move on from it. It's just heartbreaking to think of those that have died from it, and it's just a scary time. So I wanted to do this video to hopefully give someone a break from reality. So I wanted to just put that out there. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a change in what my content has been, in that I am going to do a video on my Louis Vuitton collection and kind of a what's in my bag, because most of what is in my bag is my collection. I've only got 5 or 6 pieces, but still I've been wanting to do this video, and I actually moved into my only handbag last night. So the bag that I own is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the monogram. I didn't get a chance today to put the lock on it, so I will do that tonight. I do normally wear it. I just take it off when it's not in use. But this is my bag, and there's a little bit of a story. I'm sorry if you can hear Gracie Bell, my little schnauzer back there. She's squeaking her toy. There's a little bit of a story behind this bag. Next month on April the 8th is my birthday. It will also be the 5-year anniversary that I picked up this bag. My husband and I went to San Francisco for a vacation, and we flew out on my birthday. And as soon as we got to our hotel, freshened up, we went straight to Louis Vuitton. It was my first time in a Louis Vuitton store. And I picked up my bag, and I did get it hot stamped. I am going to, it's right here. I'll insert at some point in the video a close-up of it so that you can see it. It's in hot pink, and it has my initials, which are ALB for Ashley Lang Brumfield. And I knew that I wanted to have it hot stamped before, we had even flew out to California. But what made me fall in love with this bag was the television show with Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, Newlyweds. I remember I was 20 years old or so watching it, and that was the first time that I had seen Louis Vuitton Speedy, and I just remember always seeing her with it on her arm or either in her hand, and I just remember thinking, I'm going to have that bag one day. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I am going to have that bag. And so here I am. I'll be 38 next month, and I've got it and have not regretted it one iota. I wanted the classic, not the bandolier, and I just really love this bag. I love it. I saved my money. I saved Christmas money. I saved birthday money. I sold a couple of Michael Kors or Coach purses that I had, and any money that I had extra just from paychecks, I saved towards my purse fund, and I bought it. So I was able to pay for it in cash. So anyways, back to hot stamping. I think some people say, oh, don't do it, and then some people say, oh, do it. I think that if it's a piece that you were going to keep, like I knew I would have this forever, and I think that it's perfectly acceptable to have it hot stamped. I've heard though that whoever it is doing the hot stamp, they need to know what they're doing and not just haphazardly throw caution to the wind and do it, because I've seen horror stories of people having it like crooked or whatnot. My guy did an amazing job. I have no idea if he still works there or not, but I remember he had the most beautiful piercing blue eyes that I've ever seen, and he literally looked like he was from a different era. He had a thin mustache, and I don't remember if he had a goatee or not, but between that and the way he was dressed and the way he carried himself was like he was from a different time. And I remember he brought it out to me to view it and inspect it before he boxed it up, because he wanted my permission that it was done right. And I mean, I didn't know what I was doing at that point in time. I just kind of half glanced. I was like, oh, I love it. And, you know, that was it. Lucky for me, he did do a good job and evidently did know what he was doing. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into this. I don't want this to be a long-winded video. So I've got my Prada sunglasses that you've seen if you've watched my other What's in My Purse videos. I'm not going to go into detail of what's in what because it's pretty much always the same type of thing. This is my toiletries 15. I bought this pre-loved off of eBay. It came with proof of purchase, with the dust bag, and it even came with the drawer box that it came in. This was pretty much brand new. I think I paid $300 for it, or maybe $350. Excuse me, which is not bad. The Vachetta leather barely had any sort of a color to it. It had not turned that honey color yet, so it was pretty much brand new. I just have chapstick, lipstick, compact, stuff that I go for regularly. Love this little piece, and it holds way more than you would think. I've got my readers. After I hit 35, I noticed things up close were harder for me to read and kind of blurred, make me feel cross-eyed. I'm already blind as a bat and nearsighted, so I wear contacts and it's required for driving. I can't see past about here. And when my vision started changing, I was like, what in the world is going on? And then it dawned on me, it's just from age, so I keep those for when I do need them. My little teeny umbrella. This is not, I was going to say this is my oldest Louis Vuitton piece, but it's actually not. I'm trying to keep up with the time. This was from 1997, and I bought it online. It did come with the proof of purchase, but with nothing else because it was, you know, older of age. But I love this, the key holder. It's the 6 key holder, and it's got the little slit right here where you can stick an ID. I keep mad money there just for a rainy day. This is my toiletries 19 that I also bought off of eBay. It came with proof of purchase and with a dust bag. It did not come with a drawer box. This one is a little older. This one is from 2009. So this one's a little older. I think I'll have to look back at the date code for my toiletries 15, but I just keep basic things: sanitizer, a perfume, Tylenol, a pen, hand lotion, stuff like that. Let me see when my toiletry 15 is from. 2013. I was thinking 15, but this one's from 2013. My wallet, I bought my wallet new at New Orleans, Louis Vuitton in Saks. I bought it either 1 year or 2 years after this. I can probably look at the date code and tell you. I bought it 1 year later. This is from 2016. So I bought that in April of 2015. I bought this in April of 2016. And this was a limited edition. It's the Emily wallet. You've all probably seen it and are familiar with it. Excuse me. I just got extremely lucky in that this was the last one that they had, and it matches my hot stamp perfectly. So I scooped it up before anybody else could. My only qualm with this wallet is I'm assuming because I live in such a hot, humid area that the canvas has flipped up. It does not bug me enough though to send it off because I do not believe that I would be able to get this exact wallet again. The only other little issue I have is a little bit of the leather has come off of the button. So I would be okay with replacing that with a gold because you would still have the peekaboo of the pink. I just haven't stopped long enough. I live an hour and a half north of New Orleans. I don't go down there often at all. Like years go by before I go down there again. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal for me. Oh, I love the way Louis Vuitton products smell. And that is it. So I don't keep, because of the age of my purse, it does not have the zip on it, which I'm glad. I always thought that was one thing that was so different about Louis Vuitton, is that they don't have the zips on their side pockets, which I think now they've added them, but I mean, it's whatever, it's personal taste. But I don't keep anything in it other than my lock, which I normally do keep on my bag. I just take it off for storage. Sometimes I do the lock by itself, and sometimes I take the keys and hook them to it and then put it on, because I did misplace them one time, which is rare for me. I'm one that everything has a place. I've always been that way. And I misplaced them, and it really, like, I was really upset about it, but I did find them. But so for the most part, when I do wear it, I do lock them on. So I need to clean those. They're really nasty looking. Okay, so that's it. My bag is empty. And the only other piece that I have is going to be a French company Keep All 45. I knew when looking for this that I specifically wanted the French company. So there was an influx in Louis Vuitton and the popularity in the United States between the 70s and the 90s. And so the French luggage company was licensed specially by Louis Vuitton to sell their products. And so the main differences is that it came with the aged or treated vachetta. Also, it did not come with the traditional lock and key. The zipper looked like this, and you just stick it down in here and it locks into place. Now, it did come with what looked like a key, maybe even a skeleton key by the look of the hole. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the buyer, I bought this off of eBay as well, had inherited this from a deceased family member, and the keys did not come with it. So I guess the deceased family member at some point had either put them away for safekeeping or misplaced them. And so, which I didn't mind. I'm not going to lock that anyway. But the zipper runs smoothly. There were no issues upon buying with the canvas or the leather. I just knew that I wanted a French company piece because you don't see a lot of them. Another thing that I looked for is they all come with a paper tag on the inside that says LV Louis Vuitton under special license by the French company. And so that's something, if you can find a piece that has that tag and that tag is intact, not torn, it doesn't have like ink spots or anything like that on it, I know that does increase the value of the item itself. Excuse me. So just FYI for anybody out there looking for a French company piece, that's one sure way to know if it is a authentic piece, is by that paper tag. That's Louis Vuitton. So anyway, I've got a pillow in it, but there were no stains or anything. It did have a little bit of a musky smell along with my key holder, but that's just because, you know, at the point of buying the key holder, it was 20 something years old, and this thing is somewhere between 40 and 20 years old as well. So I apologize, that's the timer for our pizza. I didn't feel like cooking dinner tonight, y'all. Anyway, so that is it. That is my 6-piece Louis Vuitton collection that I have started collecting. If you have any questions, let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time in Ashley's Closet. Y'all have a good evening and stay healthy.